You know, as I think about pain and as I look at pain and what's going on around us, I see personal pain, I see cultural pain, economic and environmental pain. I just see layer after layer, and each day we awake to more people in pain. And for some of us, that's us in our own homes, and for some of us, that's people we don't know. Um, and for some of us, we are those people. And what I see from that is a growing fear. There's growing separation, growing pain, and growing violence. And at the same time, there is also this enormous strength that is growing, this compassion, honesty, awareness, vulnerability. And I think that it's important to remember that we are complex creatures and that we can be all of those things. We can be faced with fear and in fear and feeling fear, and also be compassionate and strong and willing and aware. And so we're going to talk about that today and get into a place in our body where for many of us, that if there's emotional pain, it can often manifest in our bodies and in our choices and in our hearts and in our actions. And so we're just going to kind of tap into that today, but be in it also from a place of compassion and be the observer of that and kind of sit in that wisdom. When we allow our pain to be the full focus of our attention, which is definitely what is out there on social media and on the news, we grow more pain. And it kind of becomes this feeling that that is what is there, and we forget about all of the other brilliance and compassion and love that we have to offer to all of that. And so this is really a practice to come back into all that we are, spiritually, mentally, physically, and globally. So I'm going to guide us through a practice where we're kind of moving between places and building self-compassion and awareness. And so it's a little bit different than what we normally do. Rather than just kind of focusing on one particular area, we're going to move around today, not physically, but in our practice. And the goal is to be able to grow that self-compassion so that we can connect with our pain and our vulnerability. And so when you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes or take a soft gaze. And feel your body just come into this present moment. For some of us, it feels like coming home. And for some of us, it feels like an abrupt stop. And so wherever you are, just notice that. Whether you sink in, drop in, or force yourself in, just come in. Notice your heartbeat and your breath. These are always anchor points that you can return to when you find that your mind has wandered. Observe what's around you. Observe the brain chatter. Observe the sounds, the feelings. Observe all the things pulling you from this moment. And instead of going for the ride, just nod, observe, and come back. That practice is such a powerful practice. And then allow your breath to do whatever it needs to do here. whether it's just to remain in a natural, normal flow, or if you want to extend your inhalations or exhalations. Just do what it is that your body wants you to do, to be here and to do this work. Now I want you to leave from the focus of just your breath and just your heartbeat and move it to your entire body. Do this body scan. And what I want you to do is allow your attention to land on a place where you feel ease and peace in your body. A place where there is no discomfort. And if you can't find that place in your body, try to remember or imagine a time where that was the case. Notice as you feel that in your body, what comes up for you emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And give yourself to feel that freedom from pain. Give yourself permission to experience it. And we're going to return to this place several times. But for now, we're going to leave that place of ease and peace. And we are going to find a place in our body where we feel pain, where we feel stress. And we're going to breathe into that space. And in our breathing, we're going to try to create a bit more space there. And that place in your body might be a place that's connected to an emotional feeling. So, for example, it might be that there's a clench in your throat or a tightness in your stomach due to stress. And now return to your place of ease and peace. Rest there. Relax. Soften. Notice. And now again, turn your attention to the pain, to that discomfort. Briefly and gently feel that. Notice the quality of the sensations. So, for example, it might be very hot. It might be very cold. It might be very sensitive or very numb. And just note any physical emotion, physical emotional connection. So, are there emotions connected to the pain? And is the physical pain connected to emotion? And then again, return to your place of ease. Bring your full awareness and attention here, back to where there's space. And realize the fullness here, even in the midst of the pain and the turmoil. From this place, remain centered, breathing, being, and see if you can take a kind of side-eye glance at that place of pain where you were. This kind of long view where you are observing that pain. So you're not there experiencing it, you are seeing it from a distance. Can you be that observer of your pain? The more that we practice this, the more that we really create the capacity to grow our strength, our well-being, our compassion, our ability to be vulnerable, even in the presence of pain, even as we experience pain. As you observe that pain, see if there's some kindness that you want to offer to yourself, to your body, to your mind. A gentle touch, a kind word, to remind yourself that this place of ease exists, this place of compassion. Seeing beliefs and habits through the eyes of compassion allows us to access the best parts of our brain, to literally think, to problem solve, to be creative, even in the midst of pain. And bring your full attention back to that place of ease. So you're no longer observing the pain. You are fully in that place of ease. And just come to rest there. Allow any judgments of the pain to fall away. Just meeting ourselves where we are and in our truth. This is a mindful self-compassion practice. And as we grow that, we grow our ability to be compassionate towards the world, even in the midst of its pain. And just breathe here for a moment. And when you're ready, bring your attention back to your heartbeat, back to your breath, your constant, steady anchors. Feel the fullness of your presence. Feel your feet on the floor, your body in the chair, where your body makes contact with itself. And when you're ready, we'll bring our attention back to each other. Thank you so much, everybody.